We are back in our third match here tonight on COEW Wrestling, and it is for the COEW Wrestling Tag Team Championships. It is a hardcore tag team match, as there has been controversy since the last COEW Wrestling show's main event. DIY obviously retained their titles, as you can see marching down here. But here is the issue. The referee did not count out DIY when they were outside the ring for possibly over 10 seconds. The count should have been administrated, but it wasn't. And even though losing by count out, they would have lost the titles anyway. The fact of the matter is, they got the win because the referee did not do their job. And COEW Wrestling Management usually sticks by the referee's decision, but this was blatantly breaking the rules. I mean blatantly. Like, the rules was broken so much that it was like, you know, I don't know, fucking ash on the floor. So, COEW Wrestling Management said, you know what, John Cena, you know what, Joe Hendry, you get another title shot, but this one will not have the same mistakes as the previous one, as we have seen that the referee has been compromised to a permanent end. So, that is what's happening now, is that we're having a hardcore tag team match between Joe Hendry, John Cena, the team of Jonathan Nation, versus DIY. If they fail here, it's all down to them. They can't blame it. There is no disqualification. There's no countouts. Both members of the match are in the ring. There is no excuses for Jonathan Nation. No more John Cena politicking backstage because, you know, he got screwed over. No more Joe Hendry fans hating. And DIY, like, if they want to prove that they can hang with the best, because let's face it, they were doing a decent job in the tag match. They did have a great match. It's just, if you have, for some reason, not, like, you know, the shits where you just, like, fucking, like, if you just have that count out thing, which changes the result of it, then we gotta do this again. And that's what we're doing. The crowd believing in Joe Hendry. And now it's time for the man of the hour. It's also strange that the tag team champions came out first. A little bit of disrespect. But the man that is packed out the building. The person who's having his retirement tour, which you can go and watch. John Cena. Now, John Cena, we tried to ask how long he's staying in COEW Wrestling, if it is just more of a tag run or not, and we have got nothing because we talked to like thin air because we couldn't see him obviously. But John Cena, time to go to work, John Cena. This man is a I think he's like a 15-time world champion. He's got like the towel and everything. His team with Joe Hendry, he won at Bella Fortuna to get the title shot. He has appeared in all tag matches. He hasn't accompanied Joe Hendry when there was a singles match, which is a bit strange. But he has appeared in every tag scenario, and he has appeared here week after week. And John Cena, took his time out of his film schedule because, he was supposed to be somewhere else at the moment. But, that situation happened on COEW Wrestling. And he's here tonight to see if he is going to defeat the tag champions. There is the COEW Wrestling Tag Team Championships, the prized possessions, the big jewel. There it is again. Man, look at that stage ramp. That's not what we want to see. And there is the tag titles. Well, a different referee this time, because the last ref was compromised. Even though there's no real way how you can compromise it this time, apart from like not counting free or a tap out. But now the bell has been rung. And now DIY going in immediately after Joe Hendry getting an air raid crash, but John Cena taking down Johnny Gargano and now the Bold Man of the C Nation. Or as it is now dubbed, the Jonathan Nation. Working together. Quick cutter there. Taking on Joe Hendry, and DIY are mainly actually on top of their game right now. John Cena is fighting back more than Joe Hendry is, but for the most part, DIY was getting the upper hand. Now it is just the Jonathan Nation working together. We want table from the champ from the crowd. Immediately dropping Johnny Gargano back first on the chair, but then being answered with an air raid crash. Almost on it, but not quite. And now Johnny Gargano hitting a suicide dive on the outside to his opponent. And now Tommaso Ciampa looking to take the fight to John Cena. John Cena landed in some body shots of his own. Going around to the start. Quick DDT, the chair being moved out of the way. A little bit of miscommunication. Now we have said already the strengths and weaknesses in the last show, but if you didn't watch that, we're going to say it again here. John Cena and Joe Hendry have got the fans behind them for the most part. John Cena, obviously a veteran of the game, student, master, teacher, and all that. But DIY has got the tag team synergy. They have gotten the experience as a tag team. John Cena has won tag team championships before with multiple different partners. That is possible. However, DIY, they have won multiple tag belts in many different companies. When I mean many, I mean two, but that's besides the point. And they have been on the map as great wrestlers and have gotten successes in many different departments. They are the pinnacle of tag wrestling at the moment in COEW wrestling. And so, this happening, like, DIY's got the advantage in experience, but I'm unsure about anything else. I'm now looking for the Gargano escape on John Cena. John Cena hasn't really tapped out ever in his career, but Joe Hendry breaking up the pinfall. Also, while explaining that, I think Joe Hendry got busted open with a trash can being thrown at him. Maybe it caught his eyebrow or something, but Joe Hendry is bleeding in this fight. He is taking on blood. He has a little bit of blood casualties. Immediately armoring straight down into the ladder, trying to land as much offense as possible. Psycho Cutter on the ladder, just busting on John Cena's face on the ladder. That could have dealt some major damage to the Hollywood star. That, I think Tommaso Ciampa just knocked out John Cena. I think that Psycho Cutter knocked out John Cena, but then still tag team champions, despite the controversy last week, is DIY. You know what? Fair play. Fair play.